before I ever send anything to underwriters, I've got my own drop stations, I've got my own strength stations, all that shit, and I pull these things apart, so I know exactly where they're gonna fail at. And normally you run it to 4,000 to 5,000 pounds. You don't have, it has to be certified, I think most of it's 2,700. But the weight limit is 310 for the person. They won't certify anything for any more than the person is 310. Although a 400 pound guy can put it on, it's gonna work the exact same way for him as it would, a 250 pound guy.
I'm assuming you have different sizes in those two, like small, medium, large.
Yes, medium, large, and extra large, and extra large. And there's a lot of adjustment in them.
Right. As far as inspection criteria, I might have missed some of this. I understand typical inspection criteria as far as checking buckles, the stitching, the nylon, all that stuff.
Correct, you wanna check it all.
Is there any, do we have to pull that backing off and double check?
Yes.
That would be the only added, I think you would have to check all the rope to make sure it was laid in properly.
Yes, before I would use that harness, I'd pull the back off of it, and it's just held on Velcro.
Okay.
It's real simple to do, and I would check it before I would use it at heights.
Okay.
I do the same thing with my hunting harness.
Yeah.
Unless I've just took it off and I've laid it down, and I know nobody else has been in that house, then I'll just take it and go.
Okay.
But if I was gonna go to heights, you always wanna double check everything. It don't take that long, less than 5 minutes, you recheck.
How many different camo patterns do you offer?
Well, only that one. Only that one right now. I used to have Ace, that, and all of them, when I was selling two Cabela's. All of them, Bass Pro, but.
Well, you're 40 foot up in a tree, they don't matter.
Yeah,
Actually, my stands are about 45.
And that camo pattern, it just blends in with most trees.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it. It doesn't stick out. The person on that stand is gonna stick out more than that camo pattern.
Right. I can't hit anything anyway, it doesn't matter. If they see me or not.
So I know this will change some, but what's the price point on the hunting harness?
Pardon me?
What's the price range on a hunting harness?
I should have checked that before I came down.
449
I-
to
I- Is it
469.
4 something?
Oh, you're on the website too?
Is it 4 something?
I'm on the
Yeah,
website.
449, 469.
Yeah, I was on the website looking around.
Okay, cool.
And if you guys wanna watch a neat old video, just go to youtube.com and search Special Agent Norman Wilson. You'll enjoy that video. youtube.com, Special Agent Norman. It's been a pleasure, JJ.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any questions? All right, thank you guys, ladies.
So we'll make a quick transition. We got just a few, business meeting minutes that we need to address and take care of real quick. Also, I wanna make sure I got something for you before you leave, but, I wanna make sure that you talk to Alicia Cunningham right there real quick. Not only is she a bow hunter, she doesn't miss.
And I don't, oh, see, he's not even here, I don't
We
miss.
wasted it, but, she's gonna be putting together the same conference from Marshall University.
Oh.
And she'd be interested in talking to you there. So guys, I gave you a couple handouts, I'm gonna catch up a couple guys that just came in. Andrew, Harvey, Brett,
But the thing is though, how many times do you work on something, you have stuff like that.
there's Tim up there.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's 15, 20 minutes. Anything ain't bad. You do credit cards and
Hey, so guys, y'all can stay, I've got handouts, so we got like door prizes we're getting ready to, y'all won't have to run off, like 10 minutes.
Hey,
don't worry, if they win, I got it. If they win, I got it.
Sure.
Hey, if they win, I got it.
No, you won't, we got the most present to win, I'm telling you.
No, it's distributed across your back. Yeah. I mean, if you really don't know, you gotta go here.
Yeah, clear, some other sheets up there, in that folder.
This standard is exactly.
Yeah.
So what's this stuff here?
I'm getting ready to tell you. You get a couple more of these passed out, and we'll go.
That's about right.
Oh, that's right.
Think Robbie will buy you one?
Hey, he told me to talk to you. You the guy that lives here.
I'm over here.
Right, so guys, let me have about 10 minutes, let me go over this with you real quick, and, then, we'll get you guys out of here. So, these handouts that I passed out, alright? So, I'll start with this one right here. It's got some red lettering on it, okay?
He ain't got red letter.
So guys, the West Virginia Homes Association, does an award banquet here, it'll be in first quarter next year. And they each council, so this is a Central App Homes, will get to make nominations to the state for some specialty awards. Those awards are identified on this page. It shows last year's award recipients. And I'd like you guys to read down through and look at this, over the next 4 or 5 minutes. And if somebody comes to mind that you think would be a really good candidate for one of these awards, I'd like you to, write it on that. I'll pick these up at the end of this. And this is also circulated on our mailing list, so if you come up with an idea and you wanna email it to us later, you can. So that's one of the pages. Alright, the other 2 pages has names of officers, and, the executive committee of the current Central App Homes Association, alright? So the way we've got that set up in our bylaws, those terms last for 2 years, so that term is getting ready to come up to an end, and then we'll have a 2025 to 2027 term. And I've asked if you have any nominations for the next term. So you got one that shows you the current members, officers, and then you've got one that's got blanks on it. So if there's anybody you can think of that would be interested in accepting a nomination like that, we put some stuff together like this meeting, occasionally, about once a quarter. And then we do some other stuff like the Fallen Heroes Mine Rescue Competition, and some other benefits, try to take care of some charities and do some stuff to help promote safety, in the mining industry.
JJ, where'd that lady go?
Kimberly,
No, one from,
Alicia, she's probably just straight out in the hallway there.
all right. Oh, here she is. I'll find her, thank you.
The other piece of what I need to go over and talk about today is, talk about mine rescue a little bit. So, about 5 years ago, several of us got together and started a mine rescue competition. That's kind of for some local teams and some novice teams and so forth like that, called Fallen Heroes. It's evolved over the years, and it's combined with the Southern West Virginia mine rescue competition. last couple of years, it's been hosted down here at the, Camp Chief Logan, Conference Center, and that area, that's really expanding, really growing. They've got a lot of new fields and stuff that they've, set up, new infrastructure. And there was an organization that was the Southern West Virginia Mountain Rescue Association, and then you had the Central App, Joseph A. Home Safety Association. So that's kind of becoming a standalone, entity again. It's regained that, traction over the last few years. There's been a lot of monies that's been, put together, invested, raised, donated to try to help support that event. The Southern West Virginia Mine Rescue Competition had got down to where there's only like 9 teams competing. Last year, there's 26 teams that competed in this, and it still looks like it's growing, and some encouraging news that we're kind of hearing about. It looks like the national competition is trending to where they're gonna try to work with the local competitions and have their competition kind of held maybe later in the year, maybe September, October, as early as probably 2028. They have that competition every other year. And if that all kind of works out and goes forward, we think our competition will grow even more because we'll have that competition before nationals. But anyways, with all that being said, over the last few years, the monies and so forth that's been raised and put together, Bender, we'll get you to help me here. We have in the Central App account right now, how much money? 70.
So, as of this morning, we had 61,000, so I spent 9 today on.
So, 61,000 and.
61,470, 72.
4772, did I do that right? Alright, so that's what's in the account right now, Central App Joseph A. Home Safety Association. Alright, so the Southern West Virginia account, both 503, C nonprofit groups, doesn't have much at all in it, less than $1,000, I think. Is that-
Yeah, what, 3,400, I think was what we transferred into it, or not transferred, that was already in the Southern,
So it's got 3,100?
34.
3,400, okay.
Yeah.
Now, big number here, right? So, next year, the infrastructure to go forward with the next competition and buy and kind of, create the stability, get, just little things, tables, chairs, training mannequins, the storage connex building, and so forth. That number is estimated at, help me out, Benji.
77,360.
$77,360, okay? Now, the good thing about it, after we get to that point, that, that infrastructure and so forth is gonna be put together where things can kind of be pretty level. Just the money coming in from the teams, competing and so forth will, take care of most of that. All that being said, we have a motion, to transfer money out of this into the Southern West Virginia Mine Rescue Fund. So it's gonna give us some money left in this to operate with, but the majority of this is gonna go into that fund to create that infrastructure for next year. And can you tell me what that number is?
The transfer money?
Yep.
So I propose that we leave anywhere from 6,000 to 9,000 in the Central App, and the remainder would be transferred.
Yeah, so you had those numbers before you made the purchase today.
Correct, and your numbers didn't include the 3,400 that were already in the
Correct.
Southern App account, so,
So the number that I propose to transfer would be 52,000, and that would leave a balance of 94,70, 72 in the Central App.
Say it again.
It would leave 94,70, 72.
So after this money's transferred over, and that gives the Southern West Virginia account, 55,000 $55,400, alright? So they're still gonna have a deficit of about $20,000 to get the infrastructure taken care of that they want. But anyways, the motion is that we roll that money over in this to take care of the Fallen Heroes, Southwest Virginia Fallen Heroes account, and it leaves this, alright, so, so business meeting minutes, we needed to do that in this format. So I've got a motion for that, do I have a second for that?
Second.
Yes.
Got a second, so all in favor, aye. Any opposed? Alright, so we're basically, that allows us to roll that money over and to invest that money toward that infrastructure. That's what it was, raised and put together for anyways. Alright, and that still gives us, just about $9,000 to operate the Central App Homes, Safety Association meetings and events and stuff like that. Alright. Anything else? I'll open it up to the floor. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. We've got, Jerry, you got a couple of envelopes there. So I had a couple of donations brought in today. Zach, I'll get you to tell us what this is, what's in these envelopes real quick.
$250 value. You can use, it's got a code on it for our website, monkboots.com, I think is the website, I don't know. But basically, yeah, in this envelope is a boot code, just like a promo code when you order anything online for a free pair, basically. One pair, $250, up to $250. So that's what's, two of them here.
So it's basically donated us 2 free pair of muck boots, and you go on there and hundreds of styles and so forth to choose from. Alright, and if I was on top of my game, I'd have brought raffle tickets, and I didn't bring raffle tickets. So, what I'm gonna do, and I haven't forgot that Donnie and Fletcher, brought stuff too, but Zach, I'm gonna get you to pick a number between 1 and 15, and wherever the person fell on the sign-in sheet is gonna win that boot if they stayed. If they didn't stay, we're gonna pick another number. Alright, so pick me a number between 1 and 15.
I'm gonna say 1 for the first one here. So whoever gets the worm.
So pick another number, because that's maybe it's something.
13.
13. Donnie Walker. Alright. So awesome. So Donnie's got one of these. Now, I'm gonna go to the second page. Alright. And I'm gonna get you to pick a number now between 1 and 7. 4 is Travis Simpson. Man, look at it. Now. Alright, Fletcher, Donnie Walker, donated a couple, DeWalt, looks like probably 20-volt drill nut driver combo sets. I'm gonna do the same exercise, except Donnie, you can't, pick number 13, because that's the only stipulation, right? So pick a number between 1 and 15.
7.
7 is Jacob Tackett. Jacob's still there. Oh, that was rigged. And
Let's try 10.
I'm alright with Jacob getting it.
No matter, you pass it off.
I'd rather 7 get it than 10. So, alright.
I'm probably too.
You probably are. Alright, now between 1 and 7.
Between 1 and 7. Let's go 3.
3 is Tim Petrie. So that's this guy. So as soon as we finish up, but right now it's a podium, so you can't take it yet. But Jacob, Tim, you get that whenever we leave it. Anything else? Open it up for the floor. And we'll pretend like this is real official, and we'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion.
Second. All in favor? Alright, so listen, I'll do it this way, if anybody had any nominations for either the awards for the state or possible candidates for officers, executive committee, hand that in to me on your way out, and we'll say the meeting's adjourned. Appreciate all you guys showing up, enjoyed you today.